Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As always, I just want to thank you guys so much for the love and support in the videos. Let's talk about Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. So I know this game has been in the making for a couple of years and it finally came out this year, I want to say in April. So my main gripe with this game is it's too easy to combo, you know? Like, I feel like this is also a Tekken 8 problem as well as Street Fighter 6. Like, I don't understand why modern fighting games or just fighting game developers feel like games need to be made easier, you know? I mean, like I said, to me, it just doesn't make any sense because I get it. You know, you want to make more money, appeal to more people, make the game more casual, where, you know, you have people that are able to do like more flashy combos and, you know, you have all these fancy things that are happening. But what's the challenge in that, you know? And I think that's kind of why I haven't really been making any fighting game content. I mean, again, like I said, I have Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Fatal Fury, but my main thing with Fatal Fury though is like they make it way too easy. Like we're talking about like you could combo three EX moves or whatever you want to call it, like all together, and then you could do your super like within like spinning like 4 or 5 buttons. Like to me, that's not exactly a what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like maybe it doesn't have to necessarily be hardcore, but that's not like a way I feel you should have to go about making a game, you know, where you could always just get super right away, or, you know, somebody feels like they're good at a fighting game because they can do an easy combo, you know? Like, I kind of miss the days of like Tekken 7, you know, like I took that game super serious. Like, I play that game a lot. Again, execution, going into trials, you know, messing around with Noctis, Final Fantasy 15, my bad. You know, just having fun, and then obviously, you know, with Fatal Fury, it was like it was something new. You know, like I mean, I played King of Fighters before, but with Fatal Fury, I'm like, oh, like you know, it's you know, we've been waiting. I think it was announced in like 2022. I can't remember like all the details, but I remember I think it was announced at like Evo, and it was like green lit. So I'm like, oh, like another fighting game. You know, I always thought you know fighting games were cool, and then I started playing Fatal Fury a little bit. Now, mind you, I only got like 17 hours, just kind of like a joke, considering that I play fighting games like usually a lot. But again, like just playing online, going the casual, and then fighting against people that think, yeah, I'm gonna combo like in like 3 or 4 buttons until like a super, and then half your health is gone. You know. Now I understand scaling, which is like where you do more hits, the less damage that accumulates, you know, over time. But my thing with, like I said, Fatal Fury was that it still has potential, but I don't know if they're gonna, you know, change what needs to be changed for it to be a good game. I feel like we kind of got into that state too, where games where like developers don't really want to make any drastic changes, even if the audience like really wants it. You know, I'm not saying every fighting game developer is like that. I'm just saying in general, like I kind of noticed this with like Street Fighter and Tekken, which again I might talk about in another video. But Fatal Fury to me, I mean, it was kind of like a disappointment. I kind of still play it here and now, considering that again, King of Fighters, you know, they stopped supporting that game, but I believe like last it's been like a year since they supported it. So when it comes to fighting games, you know, it's kind of like one of the newer titles. So it's kind of like why I was kind of like a little disappointed because it's like, all right, you know, we don't have to worry about Street Fighter or Tekken with like this whole heat or dry brush crap. You know, just approach fight. You know, but I don't know. Like again, I still have kind of mixed feelings about it because I feel like this game should be doing a lot better. I mean, like I said, the DLC has been cool. You know, with you getting like every character for free that they just basically added when you first bought the game, so that was kind of cool. That's kind of something else. Like I kind of wish Tekken and Street Fighter would kind of like adapt, like not having you pay for every single character like after release. Like to me, that's kind of stupid and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Not consumer friendly. I mean, I know that's not really a word, but something like that. But yeah, I just want to give you guys like a real quick video on Fatal Fury, just talking about you know how I feel like the game. I mean, still kind of has potential, but it kind of I don't know if it's gonna ever live up to what we thought it should have been, considering that our options in the fighting game market are kind of limited nowadays. Yeah, just thanks so much as always. Have a good one.